Bam, even considering what New Orleans is dealing with, that still was a really significant finish, particularly offensively. How nice is it to end the road portion of the schedule this way?
Man, obviously we felt like we coughed one up again. But you see when we play the right way, when everybody shares the basketball, when we're actually locked in, we can have games where we score 150. So we just need to try to do that more consistently.
With all due respect to the work that needs to be done on Sunday, as you look to Wednesday, how, we'll call it awesome, is it that you get to go to Chicago, team you haven't beaten yet this year, and you have to beat them to keep the season going?
Hey, man, win or go home. It's like the NCAA tournament. Anything can happen. We've seen teams in the tournament that have got swept by a team in the regular season, and, you know, you get that one shining moment, and it's a turnaround.
How good are you feeling right now, just with a 3-point shot, the way you're shooting it?
I mean, you always going to feel good when the shot's going in. To me, it's just routine. Work on it pregame, obviously behind the scenes, but just seeing it go in, obviously defense has got to change up the coverages a little bit.
Have you seen them change a little bit, or are they still giving that shot to you?
I mean, I don't know. By the time it touched my hand, it's in the air. So, you know, whatever coverage that's going to be, I'm getting it up regardless.
So you go into the playoffs, obviously, as a number 10. When you assess the way this season has gone, is there a feeling? I mean, I don't know, Spo's already mentioned it. Whole new season, start from zero. You know, this is your chance. Is this the chance to make things right?
I mean, we've seen a season turn around through the ups and downs. So, you know, I always keep that in the back of my mind, like, anything can happen.
Will anything happen?
Obviously, we got to play them games, so we'll figure it out when we get there.
How nice was it to finish this portion of the schedule, the road portion, with this type of victory?
It feels good, you know, obviously bouncing back from last game in Chicago, be able to finish, you know, the road stand with a win. Obviously didn't move much in the standings, but, you know, anytime you can get a win in this league, we don't take that for granted.
We're giving all proper respect to Sunday, but Wednesday becomes a lot of things, right? It's your opportunity to get that first step to get into the postseason, but also to get things right against Chicago in Chicago.
Yeah. I mean, we're 0-3 against them in the season. It's going to be obviously a big challenge for us going on the road and winning 2 games, but nothing we haven't done before, and we're ready for the challenge.
With Bam shooting threes the way he is, have you noticed defenses kind of going out to him more, and just does it surprise you how well he's been shooting it from 3 the last couple months?
No, he's been shooting the ball really extremely well. You know, obviously over the last couple months, corner threes, and then now he's extending his range pretty much everywhere. Bam just got to keep going.
You feel like you're in a good rhythm ending the season? I think it's like 10 or 11 straight 20-point games. Do you feel you're sort of rolling in a nice way to the postseason?
I mean, postseason basketball is a lot different, but I've been in a rhythm for a while.
Well, everybody had a professional approach, and it started this morning at shoot-around just to continue to stay with our routine, stay with the process. We're coming off a disappointing loss, and, you know, pretty much, you know, before the game, everybody felt like we were locked in to 10, but, you know, we wanted to approach this the right way, and I was pleased, you know, with the response.
Now that you are locked into 10 and you know what the challenge is ahead, can you have a reset? Can you just clear everything, clear the minds and say it starts again, or does there have to be a reality of what happened Wednesday, what's happened against the Bulls?
No, it is a reset. It's the second season, and this is something that, you know, I want everybody in the locker room, which they do have this. I want everybody to be appreciative of this opportunity. You know, it always could be, or not always. It could be something, you know, where you're not even in the play-in or have an opportunity for this. You know, we have an opportunity to win and move on to the next thing. I mean, this is exciting. You know, this is a great competition. You have to perform collectively at a high level Chicago's playing at a high level. We've been playing at a high level. And, you know, as competitors, you have to absolutely embrace it, enjoy it. And we do. We feel grateful for the opportunity, to play, for an opportunity to get into the dance.
When you look at Bam and what he's done from beyond the arc, it's not a little thing anymore. It's sort of become a constant.
Yeah.
How much does that change things? And did you see this coming from the start when you spoke about Bam possibly at the arc?
Well, it's always a process when, players add some new dimensions to their game. Bam was already working on this 2 years ago. It took some time to feel comfortable shooting in a game. Last year, the last 6-8 weeks of the season, he started to shoot him just a little bit more. And had some success with that. This summer with the USA team, he had some success with that. And then all season long, everybody's encouraged him, if they're wide open, shoot it. I've seen him shoot in practice sessions. He shoots them at a high clip. But sometimes it takes some time, where you feel comfortable knowing that everybody else feels comfortable about it. And he has a good balance about it, of being rugged and aggressive at the rim and in the paint, because we need that as well. But it's also a really good shot, for him, especially when it's a paint touch and you kick it out and nobody closes out to him. He's a very good shooter.
I know that they're different players, but do you see similarities in that growth as a people shooter? Chris Bosh was with you guys in that 1 year.
It's a little bit different because CB was a really good 17, 18-foot shooter, like right out of the gate, like coming into the league. That's what he did, was face up, and was really good at the elbows and the mid-post. By the time he got to us, all it was extending it from 18, 19 feet to behind the NBA three-point line, and really we started from the corners. They're kind of different players. Bam came in as a dominant effort, energy defender, winning player, lob threat, and then really developed some ball handling, facilitating skills that were different than what CB had. But what was common, or what is common about both of them, is that there was a commitment to a constant evolution and improvement. That's the thing that, I really appreciate about Bam. He just goes to work. He always goes to work and adds new things that can help your team.
Duncan came around with a couple of performances this week that maybe get him back in his groove. How important was it, Sixers again tonight, just to have him see the ball go through and you to see him?
I don't need to see it. I already know it. He's ignitable. He's really important. He can change a momentum of a game, just like that. And it can be a 3 or 4 minute stretch in a certain quarter. And that he'll be scouted. So one way or another, even if he's not open, it's going to create some kind of benefit for our offense.